every chick also would have those white ones.
Yeah.
With the love, it
Yeah.
looked like the high top, not the high. What are they called?
Converse
looking ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
but the high top
The
ones.
Converse high tops.
Yeah.
Every bitch.
Every
loved
bitch had those, right? There was
Every
a
bitch
point.
had those.
There was a summer where I swear to God, like every bitch had one of those.
Girls just go through shoes, hey. Like they
Right.
have to have the type. They have to have Air Force Ones. They have
Right,
to have those
right.
fucking high top Converse.
Mhm.
They have to have those weird sandal looking things.
Sandal looking things.
Like
Yeah.
they have to have a pair of them.
Mhm, mhm.
What is like another like statement female shoe? I'm trying to think. A boot, like a
Yeah,
like
the
they have
boot,
to have
yeah,
like
the
a
typical boot,
like yeah,
yeah.
just like if it's not a Doc, then like it's fucking I don't know what is it. If they've got money, it's a Doc Martin.
Yeah, usually. Oh my God. There's Nike ones. I can't remember which exact one.
The
That's just
Pumas,
so-
there's a pair of Pumas I swear as well that are like super popular.
Oh my God, I'm forgetting so many names. Fuck, it's pissing me off now. What else did they wear? Remember that point in time where like everyone wore those Huaraches?
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
everyone had
Everyone
them.
wanted a pair of Huaraches.
Like
for a while.
everyone had them.
Yeah. And then what was it? The NDW. Is it NDWs?
Yeah,
The Nike
yeah.
NDWs with
That's the ones I was thinking about. That's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's the one that with those little
Square.
fucking square next to the thing. Yeah.
I didn't even hate them.
They weren't too bad. I
But,
saw so many people wear them that I was like, I just don't want.
Yeah, why you just join in the crowd? You just join in the sheep. Yeah, but like I swear, females don't have like they don't want. I guess they just don't want their own like sneakers. I guess they just want to wear like Air Force Ones.
Well, like for
be
example,
cool,
the
yeah.
biggest example of that is like when you go to a festival.
Festivals, I don't care, right? Because I'm like you can't.
No, I'm
in
not
my
talking about
opinion-
shoes.
No, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about
what
overall outfit.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Like you see so many girls wear the same shit and like don't care.
yeah,
Because it's like so, and usually the ones that are wearing the same shit are usually the ones that are wearing like the minimalist thing. Like she's got like one of her nipples like
got a
covered,
sticker on
and
it.
then like the shade of the sun like covers the other.
yeah,
nipple.
she has to stay in the shade.
She holds one hand on her heart like this.
Yeah, that's what she does the whole festival. She has to like jump with her hand on a titty. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We've
Happy
been
New
on a
Year.
little hiatus.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Sorry for being late
Away.
because I was sick for 2 weeks, like a week and a half.
Yeah, now I'm sick, but look, man,
We're both recovering.
we're sniffling.
Yeah, we're both
We're
getting back.
sniffles.
I had gastro and a chest infection.
I didn't have
at the same
I
time.
didn't have it that bad.
At the same time, it was fucking bullshit.
I made myself sick through my aircon.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Isn't it funny? The only way I ever get sick is like, I swear to God, the only times I ever get sick is if I do something wrong.
I mean, mine. I think a big problem for mine was smoking.
Right?
As much as I did.
Okay.
Over like 2 day period.
Right. For me, it was more.
That was the cause of my chest infection.
Probably,
anyway.
yeah, that made sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I said that to my doctor, and like she was just like, that
Fair
probably,
enough.
that'll
That
probably
makes
do it.
sense. Yeah,
That
that
makes
would do it for you.
And I was like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
no.
Please don't look down on me for this.
I know you were really looking to take care of me, doc, and I just let you down like this.
I've decided I'm quitting smoking like for good now. No more. Like I'm especially like as well until we go to the UK. I don't need to because what I'll do, I'm just gonna go to fucking Amsterdam and buy gummies. And fucking
Right, but
bring them
what
back.
if you're just in a situation where we're all in London, right? And
I'm not
like,
smoking. No, I refuse.
I pull out a big
I
spliffy,
refuse.
a Zutimus,
I'll refuse.
a Zutimus Maximus.
I'll refuse. I will refuse. I'm sorry. I have to now for my own well-being.
That's fair. No, that's totally
I have to. I had to like. There's
Bro,
been.
I've been them. I'll smoke them.
I've been in this constant battle with my lungs for the past like 4 years or 3 years, and I've tried to battle it to like be like it will work. I'll have a healthy work balance relationship with smoking, but it just can't. My lungs cannot take it no matter what I do, and I have to just give up, and I have to be the stronger man, and I have to commit.
Right.
Otherwise,
Let me ask you a serious question though.
yeah.
Is there any part of smoking that you enjoy? Like, and I'm not talking about like
The actual smoking,
whatever you're smoking. I'm talking about the actual ritual of smoking.
No.
Okay, so
no, I don't.
at least I get an enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I get you.
Especially
I'm
now,
dude. When you're like me, when you've got lungs like me, you can't enjoy it.
True.
It just hurts you. It just hurts.
For me, I enjoy it even more now, just for the simplest reason of I finally mastered how to do a French inhale with my broken ass nose.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I finally figured it out, and now all the time I do it all the time now. I just be chill, but and like I know no one's watching. I know I can't see myself, but it just feels like
You're cool.
that. But also it feels like I'm like recycling the smoke.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Through my nose, and I'm taking like a second hit. But also when the smoke goes through the nose, it clears the nose.
Do you feel like sometimes it traveling through you is what makes you high? You know what I'm saying? Like when the smoke like touches parts of you, like inside of you, those like parts like is because that's how like. So do you feel like you get extra high when you then through the nose recycle it through the nose?
Maybe.
Maybe does your nose get a tingle like ooh? Yeah.
Trying to think about it now. I not really, not exactly, but I think holding in the smoke will obviously have more of an effect.
Yeah.
Because then you're like letting the smoke disperse within you, and then kind of almost hit more of your fucking what are they called? Cannabinoid receptors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see that's my problem. The longer I keep it in, the more trouble I'm in.
Yeah, because your hole, it starts pouring out your hole.
Yeah, and it goes into my everywhere.
Into your heart, and you're like, oh, my heart can't take this.
It is
leave my heart.
It is terrible. It is terrible for me.
It sucks. Do you reckon you'll ever fill that hole?
No. I want to
like
no. I need to. Once I have enough money to really like sort out like.
Is that a possibility even? Do you know?
No. Once I have enough money to go to doctors who don't just tell me to fucking stop smoking, like I will go to them.
I need an answer.
Patch
me up.
They don't actually try. They don't try to fix anything. They just say, oh, what? Like it's just so stupid. I don't know who I have to see, but I'll go see someone like a specific breathing type person. And like,
you know what?
One of my New Year's resolutions is to start training myself to breathe. And like, I think there's a huge difference because like there is a part of me that like I used to be just like the fittest kid in the world, but when I was a kid, the fact that I now struggle like running like small distances compared to that makes me just think, what the fuck has happened? It's like you know,
do you reckon?
And I don't know if a part of it is my breathing. You know, I don't know.
It might be breathing, but can I just say this? Do you think it might be possibly that the hole
got bigger?
Yeah, because your lungs got bigger.
Maybe.
As an adult, and you stretched out.
Who knows? But like, I feel like the rest of my lungs also.
Let's actually ask Google. Hey Google, can you surgically fix a hole in the lung?
I don't think.
It would make no. It doesn't matter. Like it's still this. Like you still have a hole in your lung. Doesn't matter if it's natural or not.
Yeah.
They can still fix up the puncture.
I imagine they could. Yeah, they probably could. Stem cells, bro.
Stem cells.
I gotta like suck on some aborted fetuses.
Why would you suck on them? Just like eat them.
Yeah,
like all the others do.
No. I just want the juicy bits. I don't want.
How juicy do you reckon human meat is?
Not very.
You think so?
I reckon it'll be very jarry, like because I feel like we've got like.
Have you ever smelt burnt human flesh?
No.
Okay.
Have you? Yeah. Okay. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be like crocodile.
It didn't smell great.
Yeah, I don't. I think it'll be quite tough, and it would be. I don't like tough food. I like food that melts in my mouth.
So you don't like if like a pig is roasted and then like that you get those like really like crust.
Oh, I like
crusty,
that.
Like,
yeah.
But see, there you go.
No, that's different though because I don't feel like skin. Like
you don't think someone's nipples would taste like that?
Maybe the nipple. The nipple might taste good. Like, the nipple might taste pretty good. And the ears. I'd say the ears might be a bit crispy.
I reckon. For sure, yeah.
Human ears.
Ears would probably be nice.
Nose, no. There's not enough meat on the nose, is there?
Nah, it's more.
The breast as well, though. The breast.
That's just like on a chicken, bro.
The breast is just pretty good.
That's why we eat titties on a regular. You know what I mean? Like
what would it be? Eating the muscle be like? So say you're eating like.
Do you ever eat?
Imagine you're eating Chris Bumstead. Yeah.
I was about to say, do we ever eat muscle? But yeah, we fucking do. I'm an idiot.
Oh, by the way, I went. Do you know where I went for my birthday? I went. I aged a year, but I went to one of these places that cooks food in front of you. Shout out to Tsunami Co.
Oh, like
yeah, and like they
yeah, I
flame
saw
up on
your
the thing
Instagram
and
video.
this guy's flipping the fucking shit.
It's like
going
sashimi
crazy.
or whatever.
Yeah. And it's a 6-course meal.
Dude.
Dude, the most amount of food ever, and I can't believe like I did it. And I was
Did you get through it?
This was in the middle of me being sick as
Oh.
well. Like I actually felt good on this day, so I was okay.
Right, yeah.
But the next day I died. So
Do you reckon your overeating could have caused more of this illness? Because your body, do you know why? I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, it didn't
why?
help the gastro.
Well, not just
the
that.
gastro was not
For sure. But not just that, you got to think about it this way, right? When your body's so full, right, and you go to sleep, your body's not able to rest properly because your body's still breaking down those proteins and like.
I think I had one of the worst night's sleeps I've ever had that night.
Well, yeah, because you overate.
So I couldn't.
Other than that oatmeal night.
Yeah.
Have you ever told that story on the
I don't
podcast?
think so, but I'll tell after this.
Yeah.
But we went to this place and so the first thing was like the first thing that they bring out was just the starters, and it was like a couple pieces of sushi, these beautiful pieces of like cooked meat, like, and then some like delicate meats, and then the thing I've never had in my life, a mussel.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
I did it.
Me just thinking about it and like, because that just the fact that it's like a slimy liquid and you go,
I can guarantee, I can tell you right now, it tastes weird because it doesn't really taste of much.
right, and it just slides in your mouth almost like cum.
Yeah, it's the texture, and if you're a texture
I don't know
person,
how cum slides.
if you're a texture person, which I am, it's just not nice.
But that's
It's
why
just not
I
nice.
couldn't.
But
I'd
like the
vomit
thing
straight
is,
away.
I don't mind like sushi. I don't mind like
I can't.
I don't like raw because the way it's done is it's really soft.
Yeah.
So like it's actually the texture. I like the texture. Like it's not like slimy. It's not like that. It's like really like delicate, and it like
Would you almost say it's not rather than slimy? Would you say it's almost like, because I was gonna say gooey, but that's kind of
It's not gooey. It's just like it's just soft, and so that's why I don't mind that. But yeah, the mussel was slimy and gross, and I wasn't.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Wasn't a big fan of that. But yeah, respect to everything else at that place because it was sick. I didn't finish. They gave the second last meal, man. They gave you wagyu beef steaks. Was fucking beautiful. But the second last meal was like a shit ton of rice and fucking beef. And like just in this bowl, and I'm like there, like fucking dude. I've just had 5 meals, and I'm just like I can't get
Eat
food.
again.
And I'm just like I can't do this. But yeah, so shout out to Tsunami Co. I like the guy. It was a good chef. Wait, this
Was it a Japanese place?
yeah.
Did you say itadakimasu before you
I
started
said
eating?
konnichiwa.
Well, that's not the right thing to say.
I said konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa is just hello.
And then sayonara.
Sayonara.
Yeah. So I did the standard things. But yeah. Anyway, this story I'll tell.
Tell the story.
So
please.
we would have been in school still, right? Were we still?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how old were we? Like 16, 17?
17.
Yeah. So we used to essentially go to this park that was near my friend's house over here that we called Ian's. And it was probably how many of us? It was like 5 of us that night, wasn't it? It was quite a few of us. It was
4 or 5 of us.
4 or 5 of us, and we were smoking the reefer. And
we were there with the devil, sharing his lettuce.
We were doing the devil's work.
We were sinners. From the beginning.
We decided that we would decide to go get a bit of a feast.
Right.
And it was a good idea.
Yeah,
Brilliant idea. We went to Coles. We got ice creams. We got a whole bag of chips. 2 bags of chips.
Right, and we also got all those like frozen Coles meals.
Yeah.
I
didn't have any of them.
No, you bought a butter chicken that night. You and someone else bought a butter chicken.
I did. Yeah, I did buy a butter chicken. Butter chicken's OP. But so yeah, we went back. We had like a bunch of shit. Yep. By the time we had already got home, I'd already finished one of those large bags.
Yeah,
of chips.
Like, we were just plus you already smashed the butter chicken first.
And the butter chicken. No, that was on the way home, and then I had the butter chicken when we got home. So essentially we just ended our day. We were, like honestly enough food for the night as we went. And
let's just say your stomach was ready to
go to bed,
not work
to go to bed. I was full. And then I got home, and for some reason I was just like, you know what? Let's have some cereal.
Yeah, you just had the munchies. Like, sometimes you have the munchies where you're like, you're not even hungry, but like you just like, man, food would just taste nice right now.
Yeah, I went, and I think more so it was more so of the act of eating.
Yes.
Like I was enjoying watching things and eating like that. I was comforting myself. Maybe that's what I was doing. But I went back for I went for a bowl, got a bowl of oats because what I used to do is just melt sugar on it.
Yeah.
And then it tasted nice and it was fucking great. But so I had one bowl and I was like, shit, I'll go have another one. Had another bowl. And then I was sitting in my bed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for another bowl.
Yeah.
And I got halfway to the kitchen, and I was kind of lucky this day. I was only me and my sister were home. My mum was out.
Yeah.
And halfway to the kitchen, my stomach just.
I thought you fell asleep first.
No, I didn't fall asleep.
But no, from what I remember, the story used to be from this. This was what you told us at the time was that you had 2 bowls that you try to go to bed first. I
was going to go to bed, and then
you laid in your bed for a bit,
and
you couldn't sleep. So you're like, I'll go for another bowl.
It wasn't because I couldn't sleep. I just went for another bowl. Like I went back to bed. I went back to bed because I was just in bed. But
okay.
So yeah, and before I got there, I was on the. I felt my stomach just
like
being in pain, and then I was just on the floor because anytime I moved, it would hurt. So and even in the position I was in, it hurt. So like no matter what I did, my stomach was just in pain, and I remember just crawling on this floor, and me just being like my sister's name's Chelsea, and I'd just be like Chelsea, Chelsea, and then eventually she came. I was like, "What's going on?" I was just like, and she was just like, I was like, "Please take me off." And I was dying, and she had too much to drink. Yeah. So she really realistically, she only had a couple of glasses of wine, but she was over. Right. So she
was still risking it.
Yeah, I hopped in so she's like, all right, cool. We went to the emergency room, and I was on the way there. I had the full seat on full recline, and I'm just twisting and turning.
Yeah, just trying to stay alive. Yeah.
Just like trying to think, like get there.
Yeah.
And the emergency room in WA, like you still have to walk like fucking a while to get there after you park. And I remember my sister opened the door and she's like, Jack, we got to go. And then these people were just walking by as I'm like crawling out of the car. And I'm just like, it's like probably 2 a.m. or something like that. So I'm like, and I eventually gathered the strength and I'm like hunchback, like walking into the ER room. And then essentially the way it works is there's like a bunch of chairs. There's then one chair at the front where you have to go talk to the people that are standing behind a glass mirror.
Right.
And I walked in and I just stumbled onto the chair. And I'm not even sitting on it. I'm just using it as like a rest to put my arms on. And I just look at these guys just staring at me. Yeah. And they're like, what's wrong? And I was just like, my stomach's in pain and I can't move. Yeah. And they're just like, what have you done? And I was just like, I've eaten too much. And and like just watching them look at me like and not do anything. Yeah. No, but they were just sitting there like, okay. And then like eventually they like got me on like this fucking whatever those day beds are, and they were rolling me around. I had my own little room, and my sister just sat there.
What did they do?
They were pretty much. I was still rolling around like in immense amount of pain, and they were probably about 5 minutes away from putting me on morphine. Okay. So, but by that 5 minutes I fell asleep. So I dozed off.
Man, I would have woken myself up
for that
just to get that fucking hit of the morphine.
Yeah. And then I woke up. I think I woke up at like 6 a.m. My sister was still there, like just sitting there with me, and I was just like, "Oh shit!" I have a photo of me sitting on the edge of the bed with like the disappointment in my face.
Did you have to tell them that you overate because you smoked?
Yeah. I had
what
to.
Did they say?
That's also. I remember they left for the first time out of that room, and I was just like, Chelsea, I have to tell you something. Because like she was alright with it. She didn't care. She was like, okay. She was like,
just don't eat as much, you fat cunt.
Yeah. And so and eventually, and I went home at like very early in the morning, and I had work the next day, so I went to work like a trooper. But like the thing is, I don't even remember like shitting or anything, like all that out. Like,
I was gonna say, imagine they pumped you out.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of. I was terrified, man.
If they pump you out, do you reckon they put it through your mouth or your asshole? I'd say your asshole.
Well, and pump it out my mouth and like spew it all out.
Well, if you can't spew, then
I thought honestly, I thought what they were gonna do is just give me a bunch of things to go like
get shitted out.
Yeah, like shit it out.
Right,
real quick.
Make it easier.
Like gastro kind of shit, like make it liquid. That's what I thought would probably be the thing, but it wasn't. They just didn't do anything.
Right.
Let me
imagine they just pumped you like.
And there were people making terrible sounds. Because like the ER room is not a nice place to be. There's
especially at 2-3 in the morning.
And but like there's people that like have like seriously
they're dying.
Like dying and shit. And I'm just like, and I'm holding my stomach.
You're just full.
So yeah, I just ate too much.
Someone next to you's like, oh, I've got terminal cancer. What's wrong with you? Oh, over 8 because I'm high. Oh, that's pretty bad. You're gonna make it through, son.
That was my brother's bed.
He just died in here. You're next.
But yeah, that was the story of overeating.
Interesting story. Yeah, I'm glad you bring that finally up. There's a few stories that we have about fun times that I can't think of right now, but we can bring them up from now on. So it's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this. It was on the Shade Room. Javonte Davis, a professional boxer who's currently dating India Love. I think, from what I remember, I could be wrong. Regardless, I don't know who did this. I'm pretty sure it was his baby mama. I don't know if it was India Love. But basically, what had happened is they got into some sort of argument. And basically, what Jack is looking at the moment is we're seeing shit, like not just shit stains, like actual shit. Like full shit.
Yeah, like
smudged into like all of the toothbrushes and the hairbrushes. And then shit wiped all over the mirrors and stuff.
How do people do that, man?
I
get grossed out by my own shit,
I get grossed out. Well, that's not her shit. It's the baby shit. Okay.
Okay.
Regardless, I wanted to ask 2 questions. First situation, so he got in trouble because apparently he threatened her or attacked her, and then after that came up, that's when he posted the photos to be like, look, this is what she did. I never hit her. I never did anything. I may have like raised my voice against her and threatened her, but like, like da-da-da. And I don't know how much of that is true either. This was all like on the Shade Room. Who knows fucking how much the Shade Room's really telling the truth or not.
They're in the know.
Right. But basically, what would you do in that situation? Like, how do you react in a situation where you come home, you're tired from training, whatever. Let's just say you're in his shoes. You're tired from training. You come home and you go to your mirror to clean it and you just see like shit stains all over your mirror. It smells terrible. And then you look at your toothbrush and all of the toothbrushes that you use are all just covered in shit.
Well, you have to go to the shops first.
For sure. But like, how do you react to the person?
So is she still living with him?
I don't know. I don't know the situation. Let's just say she's there in that time, because obviously she just smudged all that shit.
If she's there, she's leaving. Like she's not
Get
there
out of my
anymore.
house.
If she's there, she's not there anymore.
Right.
That is a deal breaker. That is a deal breaker.
Like
sure. You're not.
Because that's a bit like
I'm not dealing with any. Just like the immaturity of it.
Well, not just immaturity. I think things like that are very thought out, and I think when your revenge is very thought out,
Yeah, there's got to be something deeper behind it.
Right, because I've only ever had thought out revenges with people that I cared for at the time. What I'm saying is I've never been like, oh, fucking sat there and being like, I'm going to fucking shit in her pillowcase and do all that stuff, right? If it was just some random person.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's usually got to do with like someone that either lives with you or has something to do with you. Like, okay, biggest example of a revenge
someone
case.
You feel wrong.
I woke up, my sister gave me pink eye when we were younger. I woke up, I planned out my revenge. I walked into her room, held her down, put my pants down. I know this sounds terrible. Put my pants down, farted in her face. She got up, vomited, planned out revenge. You know what I mean? It wasn't, I didn't go into the room and like, I could have just like pushed her, be like, what the fuck? Like shouted at her. No, I knew that I had to do something worse. Huh?
Your family's mayhem.
Right, they are. See, that's what I'm saying. It's that case of like, she really thought that out. Like, I don't think you impulsively go, all the toothbrushes, baby, shit, smudge the shit on the fucking mirrors. You in the back of your head, you're like, this is
what I'm going to do.
I think planned out things like this usually have to do with what the other person hates the most. So he's probably got like a high disgust level.
Yeah.
So she probably did something like that.
Do you reckon what happened, right? I reckon he went into the bathroom after she did once and he made a comment.
Right.
And that's what, absolutely, because have you ever like walked into the bathroom after your girl did something?
Yeah, but that just
and then you just be like, damn.
Yeah, but like, how can she be angry? She's like,
it ain't
your
it.
shit's not gonna smell good, babe.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, babe.
No, I'm not.
Shit in my mouth.
No, I'm saying he went in after her, and then he said something.
Yeah.
Because he was disgusted by her, because girls shouldn't be shitting.
Right.
Girls shouldn't be shitting.
You already bleed every month. Like, why do you need to shit?
You can't.
Isn't that how you get rid of all your like?
Be gross.
Right.
Girls can't be gross.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
It's as simple as that. You cannot be gross. We're allowed to be gross.
Okay. No, I want to actually ask you seriously, because I actually listened to a podcast recently, and they kind of talked about it, but not really. But so it's like they kind of were talking about how like there's a double standard of like a guy can just like fight around a woman and a girl can't, like she'll keep it in. And but then the person that was saying was like arguing, saying, no, a guy still can't fight around a woman unless he's comfortable with her. He'll still hold it in. Like, you know, it just depends. So like, do you reckon, like, how comfortable are you with someone fighting around you? Do they have to be someone you know? Does it have to be someone like close enough? Can it only be like family members? Can it only be your girlfriend? Can it not be anyone? Like, what's your stand on it?
Like at the end of the day, like if you're gonna fart, I'm fine with it if I know you, I guess. Like, I think like if you were to fart, I just get upset.
Really?
Like no, like in terms of like if it was like in this room.
But me and you do that around each other all the time.
No, that's
especially you do it more than me. Actually,
no. I'm fine with it. But like for an example, I remember there was one episode where you farted.
That was.
And it because this room is small.
I thought it was here.
Yeah, because I thought because this room is tiny, I'm like fucking. This is just
right.
Annoying.
Okay, so it's contextual.
Yeah. So, but like,
if like you're in the shower with your girlfriend and she lets a wet one rip and it smells like.
If I'm in the shower with her,
if
I'm in the shower,
have you been in an enclosed shower and a chick has let out a wet fart?
No. I've never farted in the shower.
Oh, I have, and even for me, it smells horrible.
For some reason, water stops my fart.
Have you ever shat in the shower?
No.
I did one time when I was sick.
Yeah, okay. I've never.
I was vomiting and shitting myself at the same time.
Did it go down the drain or?
I had to push it down the drain.
Yeah, you pushed it. Okay, fair enough.
Unfortunately, luckily it was mostly diarrhea. So
yeah, that's.
There was only a few little.
Yeah, if it was diarrhea,
I felt disgusting. I felt disgusting. But do you know what the funny thing is? If I was like okay, I would have like never been able to do that.
Yeah, but
because I was so sick and I felt gross, I was like, I didn't like. There was no.
You got down on your face, and you.
Dude, no, I was already fucking vomiting and shitting myself at the same time. I could have. It just made no difference to me. I already felt like I was covered in shit.
Yeah, no, I get. You know, like when you're feeling like that, like there's that filth feeling,
right?
Like for some reason, my hair goes like really like more wiry, like, and it's like it feels more greasy than normal, and like. Like everything about you just feels like just gross when you're sick. It's like it's like.
Do you reckon that's perspective, or do you reckon like some sort of chemicals actually are like because you're sweating more, your hair might not be getting enough like fucking.
Yeah, I think maybe it's the hair, maybe not getting the nutrients, maybe because
because the rest of your body isn't eating.
Yeah, so maybe that's it. That makes probably a bit more sense. Right. I was gonna say, did you see what did you make of all the Dana? Slapping.
Shit, dude.
Obviously, Dana this week you got called at a club.
Dana.
I don't know if it was this week. It might have been last week now.
It was supposedly. They don't actually know when the event went down. They just know that they released it after the New Year's.
Yeah. Dana. I saw Dana's response to it, like in a press conference where someone was saying like, "How do you bounce back?" I think he actually answered it pretty well. He's like, "You don't." He's like,
okay. Look, I'm gonna say the same thing as Ariel Hawani said. Was I understand, like, I respect him for coming out and being like, there's no way for me to just be forgiven or be like, oh, just on the back burner now. Or you can clean it out of your history. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's not one of those things you can clean. Like, and that's coming from a person that's somewhat experienced that. Like, I've never hit a woman per se. Say per se again. Fuck's sakes. I've never hit a woman, but I have been physical before.
Yeah.
Like pushing, shoving, grabbing. And so even that, like I never try to erase that. I never try to erase that. I never try to act like I'm some sort of angel. I've been in shitty situations and I regret them. And there's times where like I purposely keep these things in my mind. Because with as that, reminders. I'm reminded that like I never want to do that again. No matter the situation, no matter what kind of fucked up situation I'm put under, there's just no reason for it. There really isn't. And the only thing I didn't like about what Dana was basically saying was like, it's weird because when he does it, he can come out and be like, I did this, I regret it, I can't do anything, like I can't, it can't be forgotten, it's not going to be cleared off my name. But it's like, there's no repercussions within the company.
Well, yeah, because he owns it.
No, he doesn't.
Does he not?
No, he's a CEO.
Yeah, okay, that's
partly he has a portion of it.
I was going to say it'll be hard to get rid of him.
Well, it's not about getting rid of him. It's about some sort of punishment. Like,
yeah, but no, but
as a company,
apart from getting rid of him, what would the punishment be?
For him to lose his position.
Yeah, but then and do what?
He can still work in the UFC, just not at the highest position.
Yeah, maybe.
He is okay. You got to see it this way, right? This is the reason I say this is because previous fighters that have been alleged with these things have gotten in trouble, have got their fights taken away, have got their contracts changed, have been banned from things. Do you know what I mean? Or like and then the other aspect of it is, you thought he owned it, right?
Yeah.
Which says so much.
Yeah,
because that means the rest of the world thinks that he owns it, right?
Yeah.
But he's just the figurehead, right? And because he's the figurehead, because the people that actually own majority of the stakes in the company, right? Dana's just a figurehead. And it's like when you have a figurehead, when you have someone that's representing you, he's the brand leader in some sense. So you can't have him be so dirty.
But for an example, right, in that case, the people that own the rights technically, I don't think they have any ability to actually say, okay, you're like stepping down, you're moving here.
They can.
I don't think they do.
They can.
I don't think they do. It's the same as like if Elon Musk came out and did it.
They can.
I don't think.
No, Elon Musk owns majority of the things that he owns. It's his. Like,
yeah, no, but no, but like he,
okay,
I'm pretty sure most of the most shares of everything of Tesla and shit won't be in Elon Musk's hand anymore.
Hey Google, how many shares in the UFC does Dana White own?
So
he's 9%.
Those brothers own
majority, and they could choose what the fuck they want to do with him. So they could step him down. The only reason they haven't is because they've been in business with him for so long that they're backing him. And why would they? They're like, he's made this UFC
that's what I mean.
successful.
So like yeah.
But I still believe that it has to be equal. It can't be like, oh, okay, well...
Yeah, but okay.
I can tell these fighters, they're pieces of shit, and they're never going to come back from it, and they're not going to be a part of the UFC because you beat your wife, and then I'm the fucking UFC boss, and I go beat my wife, and I go, well, look, this is just... It's like, you know what it is?
I get what you mean.
I'll explain it in the best possible way, right? Ready? We both have a white shirt, right? You slap your wife, you get a stain on your shirt, and I go... That's fucked up. That's stain on your shirt. Take your shirt off. And now you're shirtless, right?
Yeah.
I beat my wife. I get a few stains. And I'm like, oh, it's just Basquiat.
Yeah.
But it's a bad stain on my shirt. It's just a bad stain on my shirt. But it's okay. It's still my shirt.
I know what you mean. And I agree. I agree. But like if you look at it from those two brothers' points of view,
right?
Like they're going to look at it and go,
yeah,
can anyone else do their job?
No.
His job?
Yes, but...
No, like... the way that Dana's done it.
I understand. Yeah, no one has the experience and history to back it.
Yeah. No one, and they're gonna be starting from the fucking bottom if they do it. And is it worth? Like, is it not worth just like shoving it under the rug and moving on? That's what they're thinking.
Well, that's what all businesses do. I'm not saying it's not worth.
I know what you mean. Okay. I agree.
If we're looking at everything through a business mindset, that video could have just been bought out.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I think what actually happened was, it happened. Someone took the video, someone sent it to TMZ. TMZ hit up Dana and said, we have this video, we're not going to release it. You let us know whether we should release it. Crazy
I don't
shit.
think it'll be let us know.
Well, let me explain why, because Hawani was saying this as well. This could be a possibility. Why they released it now? Because they don't actually know how old the footage is and what happened. Yeah. There was a scandal in the NFL about some guy doing a similar thing, right? But to a larger extent. And they think when that came up, they threw it quickly like, Dana did this too.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So it's like,
because
if we both beat our wife.
It didn't get much news.
exactly.
Like the only way I heard from it was
and guess
from
what?
Ariel.
The UFC didn't mention anything until the most recent conference, like a few hours ago.
When
But TMZ and all these other articles brought it up, and he was just like I've seen I haven't seen the full interview with Dana and the TMZ thing, but from what I've heard in the clips that I've seen, like they kind of. I respect Dana in the fact that he's not trying to make an excuse.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh, she slapped me, we were both drunk.
At the same time, you kind of can't. Like, what are you going to say?
Well, you could say you're drunk. You could say she attacked
me
first.
But like, no matter what you say in that situation, nobody's dumb enough to be like, that makes sense. No, but I mean, like, yeah, someone.
A lot of fighters are backing him. A lot of fighters are saying. A lot of fighters are saying she hit him first. She should have known what's coming.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that most fans won't take he was drunk, this, that, whatever,
right.
as like they'll be
because it's not an excuse.
so like saying that would have been stupid. It's the same thing what Logan Paul's doing at the moment, or like he tried to
crying about the whole
like he did it in the wrong way where he's saying no, it's not my fault, no, it's not my fault, no, it's not my fault. Where realistically, if you should just say, hey, I'm sorry. That's all people want to hear.
Yeah,
that's all people want to hear is I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. People want to hear that you're taking accountability.
Yeah.
People want to hear, look, I did it. I made a mistake. I know I can't take the mistake back. It's affected a lot of people, especially when the Logan Paul, like the data thing doesn't. People are, it's affecting so many people. It's not really.
Yeah,
like the situation itself is a weird one because it affects the history of the things. Because how many times he's spoken about like, but no fighter is able to come back from this. He said it in interviews, and then he did it. So that's the only thing where it's like, your words aren't matching.
Yeah, what's his Greg Hardy?
Right? Yeah. Well, Ostovich, what's her name? Something Ostovich.
She was.
Hawani spoke about that. Hardy guy was on the same card as her. While a few weeks before that, she was a victim to domestic abuse.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I feel like when you're that large of an organization, they already try not to step on fucking shells. So it's like, you could have like thought this through a little bit.
Next card, bro.
Next card. One of them at least.
He's been released, hasn't he, though? Because he's not very good.
Yeah.
It turns out.
He got beaten the fuck out of.
Multiple times, yeah.
Got knocked out pretty badly.
Yeah. The Logan thing's kind of wild. Like,
because it's like you lost a lot of people money and you.
A lot of people that idolize you as well. A lot of people that people that you shouldn't be taking money from.
You didn't scam like fuck these cunts. Like,
It was the people that you and it's the dirtiness and the slickness of it, of like. The fact that, like, the thing that really was, like, mind-boggling to me when he wasn't taking accountability, because I think he went back recently and said no, so, like, he took down his response video and everything he did, and he said, and apparently he called Coffee Zilla, the guy that made the series on him, and said, I'll start.
But see, that's only after someone.
I know, that's after all the backlash, which makes it all just stupid. But at the same,
you don't care.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing that boggles my mind is how he could sit there and not see the part he had to play, like in terms of advertising it. No one else in that team had any fans.
Right.
Nobody gives a fuck about his manager. Nobody gives a fuck about that crypto guy that he fucking deals with. Yeah. Nobody gives a shit about Eddie Alvarez or like whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Like nobody gives a fuck about them. He was the only reason why it was anything
People
in
were
the first
even
place.
investing.
So the fact that he can sit there and be like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not like it's just crazy to me.
Well, it's like Elon being like, I didn't fuck people over with the Dogecoin thing. And it's like, but you led them in the direction.
I think
you said Doge to the moon.
His is a strange one because I don't think he probably didn't have I can't imagine he made much money from it.
No,
because I think he was just trying to like fuck around. Which again, it isn't a good thing to do. Like,
especially when you're a billionaire and you're trying to fuck, because you have the ability to fuck around. Then it's like if I'm a billionaire, I lose a few millions. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Like it's really weird. Like Rug pulls are crazy. But like Lana Rhodes did a huge one. Lana Rhodes, like there's so many people that did it.
I forgive her.
There's so many. Yeah, she gets so good.
I forgive her.
She.
Do you know why I forgive her? She's taken so many loads in her life.
She deserves it.
And the internet abused
Probably didn't get enough money for it either.
Also, right. And also the internet abused the fuck out of her when her little baby came out and they were
yeah. Like,
and also I've also forgive her because like fuck her child's life.
yeah, that's a lot of people say that now, like about a lot of children. Like imagine.
Well, I wouldn't even want Kim K to be my mum.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
she only has one porno where you can barely see anything.
Yeah. Kim K is also like like that whole family is kind of just fucked.
Witches. They're all just witches.
Like crazy.
I'm
family.
saying this on here, and if it ever comes back to haunt me, I'm still gonna stand on my point and say they're all witches.
I can't believe the things people will do for them and like fight for them.
Right.
And be like, like she's like.
But Kim got so many African Americans out of prison. She also fucking mentally destroyed so many like high level African Americans.
Also, like the
Also stolen legitimately all of their culture, and like forefronted it to a point where she was like, "Oh, actually, I'm the one that led this culture," and it's like, ooh, because like if I respect someone's culture and I take something from it, I'm never gonna be like, I'm the pioneer, I'm the forefront of this culture. It's like, well, I'm not. I saw something, I might have put my little twist in it, but I'm not the pioneer now. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, she makes it seem like she always makes it seem like she thinks she's black.
Yeah, I mean, I also think I don't know. Like, I think she also makes it seem like she is this mogul of a human being. Right. And I'm like, you don't actually do anything. Right. Like, you're not like, and I mean this in the most like.
I think, look, I disagree with you on that aspect. I think she actually does quite a lot.
No, I mean,
just think the way she got there was like.
I don't know, but I don't know in terms of the. Like the mole model, I think she tries to be now. Like, right, she tries to be
the mole model.
Did I?
Yeah.
Mole model. That's good. The role model that she tries to be now is like kind of just weirdly twisted. Like considering like what she does online.
Well, it's like, very like it contradicts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can't pretend to be like this like person for girls, right?
Right. Yeah. I'm this woman that's
but then edit every single photo.
Right.
Edit out all your imperfections.
Right.
Like that is quite literally the opposite of
your half of your body's fake.
Maintaining a health like
you tell women to be like respectful and work on this, but then it's like more than half the money you're getting is just from pussy pics.
Yeah.
Or like close to pussy pics.
Yeah, and like it's all fake. You do not look like it. There's no way. It's the same thing as Dwayne The Rock Johnson trying to be fucking natural. There's no way from 30 to 50 he glows up and becomes even bigger. Right. It's not possible. You're fucking no human being can do it.
Bro,
the same way for Kim Kardashian can't get to that age looking the way she fucking did, and then all of a sudden her ass just grows another fucking couple of fucking meters. Nearly, and then her waist shrinks after having kids.
No, bro, it's because she finally realized that she's black.
She worked.
She finally realized she was black.
Right,
and so her booty grew,
and her waist just naturally got slimmer
and that's why she started like her. It wasn't plastic surgery that made her look more like she wasn't like what's it called? Is it blackfishing now? What they call it or something?
Probably
like that? Something like that.
Probably.
Anyways, she wasn't doing that. The plastic surgeon fucked up. He wanted to make her look like that, bro.
No, he
fucked up.
What it was is because she became the pioneer of the culture.
He just unconsciously.
No, it wasn't that. She just molded. Like like have you seen the?
She evolved.
Have you seen the new Avatar? Have you seen Avatar? The first Avatar, even?
Yeah.
You know how like when he gets laid under the tree and he turns into an avatar? Yeah. That's what happened to her.
Yeah.
She laid under the tree of black culture.
Right.
And she turned into what she is now, and she's completely natural. She's naturally just that now.
Right.
She's the avatar.
Right. If you have black kids, can you say the N-word?
Probably not to them. Probably like just in secret. Like everyone else.
Like everyone else. I don't say it actually, bro.
Yeah. No, like... No.
I forfeited my pass a long time ago.
You can't. You still can't.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do when they say it?
Yeah, see, I thought about that as well. Can you tell your... Can you
tell your black son not to say the N-word?
Yeah, right? Can I be like, don't say that?
Don't call me that.
No, but don't even call me that. But like, can you say that? Because it's like it's their word.
Yeah, and also is it just?
And I guess you could be like, oh, son, it's not historically correct to say that. There's a lot of context behind that word, but it's like, but I'm white, you know.
But also, is there not like?
And why am I being like, well, you can't use that word because my people used to say it to you guys in a bad way, and you shouldn't continue that hate.
There is a big portion of the community though that like, I mean, the biggest people that will say that are white people. The biggest, you don't hear many black people saying you can't say it because they don't have to say it. They don't act like that.
Depends.
No, you don't. No, but the biggest majority.
Majority is fine.
If someone says it, the biggest crowd coming after them will be white people.
Yes.
The black community kind of just like, an idiot.
Well, it's just kind of like I was talking to someone. The word wog. Right?
Yeah.
In the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, it was still not. It wasn't a good word.
It still isn't in a lot of places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Outside of Australia. Yeah.
Fine. Like,
in Australia, that's kind of like you take the word and you make it your own, and then it's like now it's my word.
Yeah.
Right. But except for here, everyone can say wog, and you're not like, fuck, don't say that. What's this? But then again, it doesn't have that much like crazy context. Like the wogs came here. Yes, they were patronized, and people would like didn't like them and give them much of a chance. But it's like they weren't slaves.
Yeah,
they weren't forced into labor. Like maybe some were convinced into labor.
Do you only get your own word if you were slaves?
No.
Oh.
You get your own word when someone calls you that word.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, cracker isn't even a cool one.
Yeah, like
right?
no, I'm not gonna go up to any white guy and be like, "What's up, my
fucking cracker?"
No, but like in a cool way either.
Yeah.
Like it's just not a cool thing. But like
beige boy.
Yeah, I guess white boy is it, right?
White boy.
Like white boy is like the I don't know. Yeah, I think white boy is.
I thought of something good. Ready? Okay, so this is only derogatory to like there's really white trash people.
Yeah.
Knuckles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That.
And why do I call them knuckles?
Because
they always
punch
walls. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's actually a pretty good.
Shout out Jaden.
That's a pretty good like term for like those kind of people.
Yeah, knuckles.
Because
usually they're either beating walls or their wives.
Yeah, I just think of the Mario...
walls or wives,
the
W's,
Sonic,
the two W's.
I just think of the Sonic character.
Yeah,
Knuckles. That's tarnished his legacy.
Knuckles was pretty aggressive, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought he was the kind of balanced guy. Like I thought
he was kind of balanced, but he had anger issues, you know?
Yeah.
Probably. So I did relate. I liked Shadow the most.
I mean, Shadow's just like everything.
Shadow was the way cooler version. Sonic was way too like, I'm Sonic! Shadow was cool.
Sonic is PC principle.
Right.
Sonic is PC principle.
Right.
You don't...
Shadow was like brooding all the time. He's like, I don't know about that, Sonic.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh man, I don't know about that either, Sonic.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I agree with Shadow. We should stay.
I remember in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, I'd be Shadow.
Shadow was sick.
Shadow was the only character, especially in that 100 meters, because you could be Sonic or Shadow.
Yeah.
And no way am I being Sonic.
Yeah.
Like I'm being Shadow.
Yeah.
Like I'm living up to my...
Shadow also looked way cooler.
Yeah.
They're like
red and black.
Red and black.
But even the blue and white. Like it's a simple villain arc.
And like, when they both got like super, you know, Super Sonic and Super Shadow.
No, I don't.
Okay, well they turned like gold almost.
Yeah, okay.
And Shadow still looked way fucking cooler than Sonic.
Yeah, he would.
But I want to talk about the whole Andrew Tate situation.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what's going
on. So there's been a lot going on. I don't actually want to talk too much about the whole situation of what the Romanian government is trying to get him with, how they're doing it, what he's going to do about it, what's been going on. I'm not going to talk about the case because so many other people have talked about the case and all this stuff, and I don't really give a shit. What I actually gave more of a shit about was when he tweeted, what's her name, Greta.
Oh, yeah.
And she killed him on this one.
Yeah,
she murdered him.
Yeah, like...
I hope that was your joke, Greta, because if it was someone else's joke around you, I hate you even more. But... Andrew basically was like, I have 33 cars. My Bugatti is V16 8-litre quad turbo. My two Ferrari 812 composites. So he's basically just like telling her, I have all these expensive cars and I ride them really fast and they cause so much emission. Because he was trying to take... And he came at her for no reason. She wasn't even like saying anything about him. He just wanted to come at her.
And look, and to back this, Greta isn't a liked person.
No.
Greta, most people are like kind of like weirdly because she's a child. I don't know why people kind of like she's still a child. As much she's probably intelligent. She seems like like
she's got the odds for sure.
Yeah. But like she's still a child.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So like, it's strange that people hate her as much as they do.
Well, it's because I think the reason they hate her is because it's like, why is this little fucking kid telling us about climate change and going to all of these conferences when there's pretty rational minded and educated adults that could probably speak
better job.
Better on the issue than a fucking 16-year-old girl that just has passion.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just it's like
It makes kind of a mockery though of that
the climate thing,
like of the issue.
I think what they try to do was, look, this young person really cares, and it's gonna be, and it's up to them
it's that
to have this world.
They want
right. Well,
look,
yeah,
she's trying to stand up.
Well,
like this,
and you adults aren't even doing anything, and look, she's fighting for it.
But it's the other way around where it's like, fuck, why am I gonna? I'm not listening to a kid.
But let me just give the reply that she gave to Andrew after he said all about his Bugattis. She said, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Destroyed.
Yeah, simple. And even if you look at, and I'm not someone. Actually, on Twitter, you can tell by if you get destroyed or not by the likes of it.
Yeah,
you do. It does tell it. That tells you the story.
Did you? Her tweet became I think the most liked tweet, top 3 or something.
Oh really?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, and she, I'm
Bro,
sorry.
you actually she sliced him like a comedian would. I really respect that.
That's the problem though when you come for people that are like that, because you have your like the problem with Andrew Tate there is he's opening himself up just to be sliced in half.
Right.
Because like he's not going. The problem is when you go like because that in that situation he's punching down. Right. In every sense of the word.
Exactly.
He's punching down.
Exactly.
So when you punch down like that, it's just so easy as someone like what she does, just to be like
to uppercut. Whoop. No, you get uppercutted. Yeah. When you're punching down, you get uppercutted.
And it's just like it's so easy, and then everyone's like, and it's your own fault.
And everyone's gonna back it because his tweet was so like arrogant and kind of like it had nothing to do with fucking climate change. He just wanted to brag about how fast his car was.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to tie that to like
also
fucking.
I know a part of Andrew Tate's like thing is my Bugatti. He's like kind of like his like meme thing, but like. I would have thought, because from what I've seen of Andrew Tate at least, he does seem to want to like kind of, from what I've seen, he wants to try to go away from that. Like I've seen him quite a lot more.
Well, yeah, recently he's had a lot more sophisticated more, interviews where a lot of more people are saying, oh, now he's found his like
He's not being as ridiculous. Well, he's not being ridiculous to gain people because he's gained enough, exactly. Right?
So he was only being ridiculous at first because he
wanted his audience. He wanted an audience. Yeah. So like, I understand that. So like, I was seeing a lot more like at least balanced views from him. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know. That was why it was confusing to me. Is like why are you still like going into that like thing that I imagine if I was him I'd want to get away from.
Right, because like, you don't want to be seen by just
I don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be the Bugatti guy.
Yeah. I don't want to be seen as that. Like I want to be. If he's going down that route, he should be. He should be looking to like go away and stay away from it. Like that's why it confused me. Yeah. But like that's what you get. You get sliced, bro. You get
sliced by a little girl.
Yeah, right.
That only cares about. Imagine that's the worst is being terrorized by a nerd.
Yeah.
Because she's a fucking nerd. She cares about climate change more than anything else.
Yeah.
Go get some dick, Greta.
Yeah.
Get some fucking dick, bro.
But like,
I bet you, if she was one of the popular girls back in her school or whatever, she wouldn't care about climate change.
100%.
100%. The furthest extent she'd care about climate change is like, oh, tomorrow's 38. I might wear a fucking crop top.
I might let the sun cover both nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't have to just keep my left hand on one tit.
I saw. I can't remember. I don't know. So I won't shout out the TikTok girl, because I just don't know. I can't remember your name. Sorry. But like I've seen recently, like she used to make like these joke videos, and it used to come up on my For You page all the time, but she was a really good looking girl, really good looking girl. But I think slowly everyone just started liking her, obviously because of how good looking she was.
Yes.
And it wasn't her like videos of her jokes weren't bad.
Right.
They weren't like they were a style of videos and like it made sense.
Was it her jokes?
Yeah. It was her own kind of like, and it was kind of like, it was kind of in the like meme culture sort of thing. So like it made sense, but the more and more I think her audience grew because of how attractive she was. Mm-hmm. I then found her page again today, and it is just thirst traps. And it's now she's made the transition, and it happens because women realize they don't need personalities when they're that good looking. Yeah. And it hurts me. It hurts me deeply.
See, I feel like if I was a woman, right,
I would probably do the same thing. So I can't. Because she's safe that way. When you're good, when you're famous for being good looking,
yeah, but knowing my own opinion, but knowing my own personality, I would purposely push back.
Not if you were that pretty, bro.
No. I'd lean in. I wouldn't lean. No. I'd definitely lean into it, but I wouldn't fucking lay on that side. What she's doing is probably laying on that side and being like, oh, fuck these funny jokes. I'm just going to thirst trap, right?
Yeah.
I would lean into like, I'll still try and look good on the TikToks, but I'd lean more purposely into the jokes now. Because like, I guess a part of me is like, no, fuck you. I'll decide like what I do.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But if everyone's saying, I just want to see the thirst traps. If you're thirst traps, right? Say, for example, you do some thirst traps, you do some comedy videos, and you're...
Why don't you put them together?
And your comedy videos
What if my comedy videos are like me running around and then someone just like pulls me back and then my clothes rip and I'm like, ah! And like, you know that famous shake when like girls will do that on the TikToks where like they'll do the shit and they'll be like, wong, 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 wong.
Yeah. I would actually respect that if you do
that.
Yeah. But
see?
I'm saying if, say, for example, your TikToks, your comedy videos got 40k views and your thirst traps are hitting 400, 500k.
Yeah.
Consistently. Are you gonna... The problem is those comedy videos are fucking up your algorithm.
Right.
You have to ditch them.
Okay, but what if...
Do you know that's why people make second channels and shit all the time now?
Yeah, I understand. But what if the reason she stopped...
It's the algorithm, bro.
No, but what if she just ran out of funny? Because usually women do.
Yeah, she just ran out.
They ran out of funny quickly.
She's like, I've got no more jokes.
Right.
No more jokes. Yeah. Maybe that's what happened.
Right.
So
that makes sense, like logically. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever laughed, right?
Yeah.
As hard with a woman than you have with a guy?
I've been to the point of crying, so yeah. But like, I've definitely laughed with my guy friends more.
Right, which makes sense because look, everyone's gonna be, oh no shit, girls will do the same. It's opposite.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to get to is like, humor. As much as everyone can laugh at specific things that are funny because they're funny angles at looking at things or funny way of representing the joke.
Yeah,
there are things that like when a guy says it. Or if a guy or a girl told me the same joke, I feel like I would laugh harder at the guy just based on the fact that I feel like it'd be an unconscious relation.
Also, Neil Brennan said it very well in a comedy special he had, where he was saying, like, if you imagine like a female event, it's very like white collar, very like serious, like wine. Everyone's drinking wine.
Right.
So men relax that idea. Like that is what men do.
Right.
Men relax the situation.
Right.
But also, when's the last time you heard a woman make a sound effect?
Legit, since I last dated someone.
Yeah. Bro, they don't make sound effects.
That's the crazy thing is I only can think of 2 women at the top of my head that I know that make sound effects. And both of them have the same name.
There's not many of them.
Both of them have the fucking same. That's incredible. I can't even believe this. I'm just thinking about it now. I've only ever known 2 women that would randomly make sound effects.
They both have the same name.
Both have the same name. And I'm not going to say which name.
I know what the name is.
Yeah.
There's only one possible name. They could be, because I feel like out of all the girls 80% of them have that name.
I only know 2.
No, okay. Just kidding.
I only know 2 that have the same name.
Yeah.
And both of them actually make
Does it sound
sound
the same?
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it's spelled kind of funny. One of them.
Yeah.
Random letter just.
The other one is also within the area of the same peoples.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But me and her were never that close. I
get
just
it.
kind of knew her.
I get you. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Nah.
Fair enough.
I don't ever have New Year's resolutions. I just have resolutions that I just keep with me.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, yeah.
I just
Do you on the
decide.
do you ever feel that way around?
I
New Year's?
used to when I was younger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because I just kind of like fell into
I
that.
do always look at years because I just think it's always good to look at like a period of time.
Right, no.
And, like,
I
try to,
do
like,
look at it in
you know?
terms of like, oh, this year I'd like to accomplish these things, but I feel like that's me every year, and I feel like that's me every day.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
know
It's
what you
not
mean.
like I
look
don't
at-
have a time
I more
period.
look at it in terms of a look back.
Okay.
So I can say, okay, what over this past 12 months
Right.
have I done that is
That
been
I'm happy
yeah,
with.
like and what aren't I? So
Mine have just been consistently doing this exact same.
because
thing.
I don't ever like because I'm really bad at saying okay this 12 months I have to do this because
Right.
I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do something.
Right.
Like
exactly,
it, like and
exactly.
it, so like I
Yeah.
can't say that
Well, yeah.
definitively. I can do things with like I have like I can do it with like trivial. I say trivial, but like things that are like obtainable. So like things like reading, like in terms of that kind of
saving.
weird, like saving. Like I can do it thing with that kind of stuff. But like I can also do that monthly.
Mm-hmm.
So and I will if I want to do it that way. So like I don't. It's more so of a just.
I'm
looking back.
haunted. I'm haunted daily by my constant self improvement.
I get what you mean.
So
yeah.
it's
So yeah,
not-
I get what
It's
you
never
mean.
like
I
I've
know
never.
what you mean.
I think I was born resolute.
Yeah, I get.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you mean.
I just like I can't get like, and I think when I do fall into those like deep depressions is usually when I'm not following a path.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
Yeah,
when I'm
you're in
like
the forest.
not forward, I'm not moving forward or backwards in any way. Like I'm actually more okay with moving backwards than not moving at all.
Because at least you know what like
I'm moving.
no, but you also know the path still.
Right,
You're not
right,
off the path
right,
like
right,
somewhere
right,
like where
yeah.
you don't know where you are.
Yeah.
Like you don't like you. There's always there's more.
Well, no, what it is-
you can see the path.
Right.
You can see where you have to go to get.
You know what it is? It's like swimming, right? If you get caught in the middle, you're not just gonna stay there. You're either gonna swim back or swim forward.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna be like, oh, cool, I'm just here now. Let me drown.
Some people.
Some people do. They love drowning.
Some people love a drown.
drown.
Some people love a drown.
Oh, what did I want to say? Do you have any? Do you have any sort of resolution? at all?
Not really. I want to read.
I mean,
again
we're
more.
moving to a new country, so I guess you could say that's our resolution
Yeah,
for the year.
I want to read more. Like, I need to get back into reading.
I've gotten back into it again. I've gotten back
last
into
year, I just had a huge like break from it. I guess.
I've almost finished another book. So.
The year before, I was like on a mission, so I want to try and get back into that. Other than that, it's not like it's for me. It'll be just like being comfortable in the UK. 'cause
What about,
it's so
for example? Okay, what about? Do you have a resolution to start a new or learn a new skill or start a new sport or like anything like that?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I want to do more. So okay, yes. Well, that
That's
so,
a resolution.
No, the thing that I'm actually changing is I'm no longer gonna be
A
like
bitch.
yeah. I'm no longer doing like weighted training.
Oh, okay, you
So
want
I'm
it to
no
be
longer-
a body weight
I'm
stuff kind of.
I'm gonna go into calisthenics to help my fitness,
Right.
and like I actually want to turn into something where I'm like physically strong, so I don't have these problems.
Right.
So and then that's when after I get comfortable with like the strength of my body, which I also or have an OP advantage of it obviously because it's just muscle, it's just training it a different way. Then I want to go into Muay Thai, and like learn that. So like that's
Okay,
like,
so you want to get
that's my
stretched out
transition.
first.
I want to get.
and
I want to
then-
feel because like the problem is I'm strong, but I'm not like
Flexible?
I'm not utilizing anything. Like I'm good at pushing.
Well, you just
some-
have compounded
I'm
muscle,
good. I'm
yeah.
good at. Do you know what I'm really good
Yeah.
at? Pushing
Push and
weight
pull.
away from me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really good at that.
Yeah.
But when do I ever fucking use that?
Yeah.
When do you ever need that?
No, never.
What, like I'm really good at fucking like. So the only weighted exercises I'll continue to do is probably legs because I feel like it's probably necessary.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm staying away from it.
Oh,
now. Like,
trust me, after you start doing Muay Thai, you realize majority of the workouts are like just added. Like,
Yeah.
you trust me, like the amount of kicks you throw and the amount of time you spend on your toes and your feet, you'll get a fucking leg workout.
Yeah, no, I get it. But
Believe
it's
me.
still a different.
You want to strengthen
want
it.
to strengthen
But trust
it.
me, you'll notice from just training
Well,
on those,
I still
you'll come out of it and you'll be like, I've worked every muscle in me.
Yeah,
like I've worked and you'll work muscles that you've never worked before just because you're tilting, you're shifting, you're placing your body weight in. Because like that's the thing about calisthenics as well, is like in like when you do a normal gym workout, you're like your fulcrum you're placing in a specific place and you're just keeping there, right? With calisthenics and things like that, you're it's movements, right?
It's complete control over your
right.
body.
So like your balance, like you're keeping your body weight here while this is stretched, and so you can put your leg up here so you can kick. You know, like there's different things like that. So you will end up using muscles that you've never used before, and you'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly, and they will fucking hurt. So
sure.
like that's what I'm doing, and like I've only done it for the last 3 days because I've been sick, obviously. Yeah. So no, I'm excited, and like again, I'll just be them purely fit.
I guess my only resolution is I'd like to be more consistent, but I've realized to be more consistent, I really do have to make a sacrifice in terms of one of my main personality traits. And because I realized what's actually conflicting is I'm the type of person that needs, it's weird. Okay, I'll explain this. I'm the type of person that needs a schedule for my emotional stability. But for my mental stability, I also need variety.
You need life.
Right.
Yeah.
And spontaneity and I can't, like, I'm never going to be the type of person, and I admit that now. I'd like to say one day I'll be disciplined enough, but I don't think I could ever be like schedule, boom, 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 and nothing else, and nothing else. Just those things, and just focus on work and that. I can be a workaholic when I sit down and get into things, but I just don't think like I can. Like, I'm trying to gain consistency, but every time I do, I'll go to like 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month, and I'll hit a crossroad where I'm emotionally okay, but my mind starts eating away at me, which starts fucking with my emotions as well, because it's like, you've been doing this every day, do something different. You need change. You need change. And then I fuck everything up.
Do you need anything that is like, so do you need anything that is like a stay in your life, for example? Like, is that like
is there anything I feel like I'm missing?
No. Is that like, so with those things, obviously you're saying you need variety. Is it with everything? So is it, say for an example, is it with your...
Well, yeah, like if I'm making beats for weeks, right?
Yeah.
I can't make the same beats.
No. So, okay.
And sometimes I'll force myself to go into zones of uncomfort where, like, for example, let's say for a week, I've been making all my beats from scratch.
Yeah.
So I start with the piano, or I start with the guitar on a MIDI and do it all myself, right?
Yeah.
Then after 2 weeks of that, I'll be like, I'm sick of making these beats. I need to do it differently. So now I'll be like, okay, I'll chop samples now.
Yep.
Or next week after that, it's like, rather than doing it either of those ways, I'll just make a vocal beat where I just get drums and then I'll do vocals and things like that and mash effects to make those vocals into melodies and then make that. So it's like I constantly need change in order for me to, like, so even with like gym workouts, I could after 2-3 weeks, I need to change the things that I'm doing at the gym in order for me to feel
that's what I was going to ask. Is does it affect every aspect?
Yes,
so
everything in my life.
Yeah, okay.
That's also partly why I'm not good with relationships that are stale and too consistent.
Yeah, because you just get
bored.
Yeah.
I get bored. I need someone that's adventurous. I need someone that's spontaneous. I need someone that's changing as often as I am.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And that's how I see love anyways. People are like, well, I want the person to remain the same. And I'm like, bro, I'm changing. Like, I wouldn't want the person to not change.
Yeah, you
and if sometimes we change so far that we fall out of love, that's
life.
That's life.
Yeah.
Why would I stay with someone that I no longer feel is the same person that I fell in love with?
Yeah. If you don't, if that's what you're craving.
Right. If they no longer fit the role of someone that you feel like, or you have to like, you feel like you need to change now because they changed, and it's like, yeah, you know what I mean, like. But yeah, no, I don't think I have no issues with ambition. I don't care for motivation anyways. I never thought I thought it can be helpful, but I never thought of it as like a driving force that would continually like get me through things.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I have such a like strong drive and desire to do things, and like if I'm not doing something, I have to escape. Like I have to find ways of escapism.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why. Like that was the only answer that I could come to. Is like the reason I can't stay disciplined is because I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because I feel like when I used to do kickboxing, I was very disciplined. Like but that was because I was paying for it, and my parents were like, "You need to go to the classes." So almost, I guess maybe I need like a system.
I think there's like I think you would benefit off of having something like that is in routine, but like in a way where you can mold it. So I think kickboxing at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, you're probably still doing different shit all the time,
right?
Like, while you are doing it. So it's like a good thing to do,
right? Exactly.
So it's like I think that's pretty beneficial in terms of like I think having something that is a statement, a staple in your like life is always good.
Continues,
but at least it changing within that is maybe what.
Well, that's what I feel music is already now.
Because you can change the way you do it, like you said.
Exactly. Fuck the beats. I'm saying sometimes when I get sick of the beats, I'll just be freestyling. Sometimes when I'm sick of the freestyling, I'll be just writing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be doing all three. One day I'd like to get to a point where I could do all three in one day, but sometimes it's just like I understand that I'm being also very unrealistic with myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to go from fucking 50% to 100% without like, taking the steps or being like, okay, schedule this, do this, do this. I don't know. I just, I hope I can, I guess my resolution is to become less impulsive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I can think of really is less impulsive. Because I think it's the impulses that ruin everything for me. Is when I'm like laying in bed, I'm about to go to gym, and then my impulse is like, don't, like just do something else. Like you did that already. Like it's that part of me that like needs change, which is also the impulsive side. So I don't know. That's the only thing.
You gonna go on impulsive?
Yeah, I might. No, I can't now because he cheated me of $2 million.
Yeah, you put a lot into that.
I invested a lot of money in Logan's crypto.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I was hoping for. Speaking of fucking Logan Paul, he's in the WWE, right? Did you see the WWE? What happened?
No.
So Mr. McMahon had to leave ages ago because of like some assault case or something.
Yeah.
And now he's back as the CEO. And also, guess who he sold the WWE to?
Who?
The Saudi Arabians.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
They're buying everything at the moment.
Yeah, dude.
They're buying everything.
Dude.
They're just flexing.
I want to speak about this, okay? Because when I read this a long time ago, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But I just want to...
It's probably part of the SBF fund or whatever it is.
No, it's actually... No, I'm not talking about that. I'm trying to find Nostradamus' prophecies.
Fair enough.
So one of his prophecies was saying that within our time there'll be a time of the Third World War. No, there'll be a time when the Islamic religion is like the biggest ruling religion in the world. It already is in terms of like size wise, but like he basically predicted that it's gonna take over Europe.
Yeah,
like that it's gonna take over the world in terms of like, you know what I mean, just like in terms of like what most people will follow, what most people believe, what most cultures will be like sort of outlined by. And it seems to be going that way.
I think
it really does, because first the Andrew Tate thing, when he converted, a lot of his little minions thought the same thing. A lot of people are converted to Islam, which is probably a good thing. Like I'm not a follower of it, but I don't think like majority of the religions, if you follow them to a point, are very healthy things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're an extremist, every fucking religion has extremists. And if you are extreme in any sense of the way, like even if you're an extreme gym junkie, you're going to ruin someone's life.
In my opinion, at the end of the day, the people that are extremists in terms of religion, it doesn't matter if they're religious or not. They're
Right,
still gonna
exactly.
do stupid shit.
Their beliefs are extreme. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not the religion that's extreme.
Yeah,
It's them, the way they perceive it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like
It's how you perceive
it.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, 100%. It's the person. It's if
But
they're gonna be.
What
that
I
way, they're
wanted
gonna be
to
that way.
basically link it to was the fact that the Saudis are buying everything. The fact that the religion itself isn't seen as. I think in the early 2000s, obviously the Islamic religion was looked through a very kind of negative lens.
Yeah.
Especially due to the fact that America was in the Middle East, in so many different Middle Eastern countries, fighting for freedom. And also the whole 9/11 thing and all
Osama
these
bin
other
Laden.
things. Right, and the Taliban and then...
Arsenal fan, by the way.
Yeah. And then... What was the most recent gang called?
ISIS.
ISIS, that's right. Yes. So, like, yeah, I could see why it was looked through a negative lens, but I think that's definitely shifted now.
Yeah, I think
I think a lot of people can see Islam as a positive thing.
If you look at it, they've built a way of saying, like, when you like, I use the World Cup as a great example. Like, their thing was, we
just respect us,
respect us, and we respect you.
Yeah, we respect you.
So, like, that's where they come from, which is an overall positive thing,
right?
I think for general life,
right?
So it's like, it's fine. Like,
well, it's just like a cultural respect. It's like, you come into my house, you're not going to shit on my floor.
Not many women converting to Islam.
No, I bet you they are. You just don't hear about it because they're not allowed to speak after.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I now no longer speak.
Yeah,
and you cannot
see
me.
What I found out as well, which I didn't know. I thought that. So I got told by this person, right, that if you know how you can have multiple wives, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a limit of 3.
Oh, that sucks.
Is that true? Hey Google, what is the limit of wives you can have under the Islamic religion?
I wonder what those rules and regulations are.
I see. Okay, that's what I wanted to go into next was, so some of the rules and regulations that I heard, which I don't know how much I can believe this person because this person isn't Muslim. Okay. He has a Muslim friend, which he was saying. So he's like giving me these
With 4 wives?
So, no, but he was saying that the guy had 2 wives, but he was saying that he kept them in separate houses.
Yeah, I mean, maybe out of respect, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, like, kind of like...
But when I saw this most recent video the other day, have you seen that video where that girl was like, I wanted to hang out with my friend more, and her husband's like, did I solve the situation? And she's about to say something, and he's like, did I solve the situation? And then he turns to her friend, and he's like, this is my second wife. And he basically got married so his wife could hang out with her best friend.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And she was not happy about it. But
okay,
what I was trying to understand was why, like, if I have 3 wives, why wouldn't they be able to be in the same household?
Well, I reckon they would. Like, that's probably not one of
I
the
guess
rules.
maybe out of respect, you'd want them split up.
He's probably doing that because, like, they probably just don't want to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also wanted to go into the next thing, right? Which I'd really, really want to know.
Yeah.
Really, really want to know. I really want to meet someone that has multiple wives just so I can ask if they have threesomes or foursomes.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like,
because
I honestly don't think they would.
Okay, because this is what I'm going to say.
In certain situations.
This is what I'm going to say. If I had 2, 3 or 4 wives, right? Why would I have them separately? Because then I'm just having the same fuck. So if I'm married to them for 10 years, I'm still having the same pussy for 10 years, just 4 different pussies, right?
Yeah.
Not at the same time either. So it's kind of like bland, right? I'm just fucking. If I have 4 wives, I want to be like in my bed, one sucking my nuts, one's licking me dick, one's hooking up with me, the other one, I don't know, I'm fingering her or some shit. I don't know, but I want that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, let me just go next door to fuck my other wife.
How hard do you think it would be to, like...
And they know I'm fucking anyway, so it's like, how am I... Like...
How hard would it be to finger them all at the same time, like with your feet and then your fingers? Like,
Pretty easily, dude.
No, but like your movement.
Yeah, pretty easily, dude. You don't have to do this with your hand. Your hands is just this.
Yeah. But well, not. I guess yeah.
Toes, you just do this.
I would be trying to get up there though with the toes.
Right.
You know, like
I reckon I could shove my whole foot in there.
it would be a bit of a workout though. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. I reckon you'd be up for it.
Or
if you convince them.
Nah, dude. You do this.
Got to get by
You
girls,
do
bro.
this.
Got to get by girls.
You do this. And then you get them to sit. Like one sits here and then one sits this way, and so they're cross-legged between each other.
Yeah.
And I've got one's got the pinky and one's got a long finger, and then I'll just switch. So
Yeah, I was gonna say Pinky's probably not gonna be too happy about that. Yeah.
And then like that.
That's pretty mean.
Right?
Could you split to do?
You probably could, but they'd be too far apart. You'd probably break your fucking hand.
Yeah, that would hurt probably. Yeah, that was hurting enough. Me just doing that.
Just stretching it.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I do not know. That's
I just wanted to end on this one. The Joker is pregnant, apparently.
the Joker.
Yeah, in the DC comics, the Joker has come out as trans and is pregnant.
Is that on like real DC?
Yes, DC Comics. He's pregnant. For what reason? Don't know. I guess now Batman can't
He better not hit her.
right? Because she's trans.
Yeah.
And he better not. Batman, you better not hit a trans woman. Man.
A woman.
Joker.
Just a woman.
Yeah.
Just a woman.
Okay.
Trans women are women.
That's a good fucking idea. I'll come back to it next week. But that's a good idea.
Hitting trans women?
No. Becoming trans so I can get hit.
Oh, right.
If I become trans,
That's the whole point of
then
becoming
I
trans,
could say
isn't it?
anything.
Isn't that the whole
I
point
could
of
even
becoming
say that-
trans? So you can hit women?
No, it's not. No.
Oh.
Come on, bro.
I thought that's why everyone was doing it.
I protect women's rights with my left.
I thought that's what everyone was doing.
No. Dana didn't become trans before he hit his
Yeah,
woman.
that's why he's a bad person though.
Oh. So, okay, let's actually give a hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
So if the Joker is trans, how can Batman defeat him?
He can't. No matter what, he's hurting the trans community.
Right. And they're the minority, so it's kind of like
Also, do you
Batman's
think DC are kind of like? Do you think DC are kind of like, let's make the bad guy trans to like piss off trans people?
Well,
maybe?
they made one of the Spider-Mans in one of the universes trans as well and like gay, like
So
his
you,
boyfriend.
so you got a trans Spider-Man. Can they jump dimensions? So can trans like Rick and Morty?
No, he just oh, I actually don't know. No, it's just a different multiverse. Because there's different multiverses of Spider-Man. It's like, all right, just invent a new fucking hero.
That's
multiverse.
Yeah,
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Also, the
Superhero
whole
shit.
Marvel series, suck my dick.
Superheroes is
You know
shit.
what? This might ruin my chance of ever being in a Marvel movie. Suck my dick.
Yeah.
I fucking have no fucking desire to anytime. This has happened to me so frequently that anytime anyone is around me that's a friend of mine or they'll be like, oh, how sick was that new Marvel movie? Oh, have you ever seen that? And I go, I've never seen any of the Marvel movies. What? But then when I go, have you ever seen the classic American Psycho? They're like, I've never watched that before.
Do you know what would be really disappointing if you're working your entire life to become an actor and you eventually get the gig of a superhero movie that you've been dying for your entire life, and it turns out to be Ant-Man?
Ant-Man's not that bad. Pretty trash character, right? Pretty trash. I can microscopically size myself. Cool. What, are you going to go out my asshole and eat me alive?
I feel like that should be the way.
If I was Ant-Man, my ultimate move would be I'd go inside your asshole and then I'd expand.
Yeah, from the inside. And
Yeah.
that's how you do it, right? That's
Yeah.
how you beat everyone.
Right.
That
only makes sense. Because if I'm in the anal cavities, there's no like fluids or anything coming down yet, so I'm still safe from like drowning or anything. And if I expand, like first I'll expand to be as big as a cock first.
Yeah, so you feel it.
So yeah, so you feel it first before you burst, and
Yeah.
then after a few seconds I'll go full size, and then you explode.
Yeah.
But I want you to feel a cock in your ass first.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I was thinking about it now. If you're Ant-Man, right?
B-man.
Can you? No, it's called the Wasp, you idiot.
Oh, really?
B-man.
Is there a wasp?
There's the Wasp.
Oh,
yeah.
is that going?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't be that then.
Trash. Yeah, I'll be the butterfly.
I'll be Blue Lantern. I'll be like Green Lantern's nemesis.
Cousin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cousin. Hey, my name Blue Lantern.
And then there's Red Lantern.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy?
Yeah, I'll be
He's the
Rat
bad-
Man.
Ratman would that? Yeah, you can make because you could kind of make me like kind of like. Cause no, but you could kind of be a bad guy. At the
Well, I'm a
same
dirty
time.
guy. I'm
Yeah,
dirty.
you're dirty.
I'm
You like
dirty.
Yeah, no, that kind of works.
But
Little
I'll have
small
a
mousy
but
man.
I'll have a cool storyline. Like I'll be like Splinter's like long lost son.
I'll be
Yeah.
like Big Cock Man.
Big cock man.
That's just the
Right.
perfect
That
role
makes sense,
for me.
right?
Perfect role for me.
Yeah,
This whole time I've been wondering what could be my
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
That's my role.
Yeah,
Big Cock
yeah.
Man. Am I
I'll be top G man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll wear an Andrew Tate mask, but my powers would be I'll just summon Bugattis,
Yeah.
so I can crash it on you, right?
Yeah.
But like, or
And
like
the
I can-
movie and Greta is like someone plays Greta as the villain.
No. I fall in love with her.
Oh,
Right.
good twist.
But not yet. When she
Good
turns
twist.
18.
Good twist. Yeah, good twist.
When she turns 18.
Yeah. The movie's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
2 years long.
She turns 18 within the hour.
Yeah, within yeah. All right. Your Sunday select. I think you're gonna be surprised by mine.
Oh yeah, is it Drake?
It is. It's Jumbotron. Jumbotron. What's it called?
Oh, I have
Jumbotron. Shit.
Jumbotron
Poppin'.
shit popping.
Yeah.
That's a banger, right?
It is. Yeah. It is. a banger.
I'm gonna go with
Fair play to Drake.
Ladies by JD and T.I. on the Dreamville album.
Fair play. Fair play.
I've been listening to this so much.
I haven't actually recently because I've been sick and I've not been. I haven't listened to much. But yeah, no. Freddie Gibbs is tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Crazy.
Let's talk about Joey. Just before
Oh,
we
yeah,
leave,
yeah,
we went
yeah.
to Joey. We
Joey
really
Badass.
enjoyed it. Shout out to Joey. That was
Yeah.
a fucking amazing
Good show.
concert. Like
Good show.
really good show. We've also saw a video of him when he was in Adelaide.
We've seen Denzel as well since.
Yeah,
We've seen
fuck,
we've
true.
seen
And Kate Trinata. Shout out Kate Trinata as well.
Joe Charter, yeah. Like who else? Who else did we see?
Young Lean.
Young Lean a little bit, yeah.
She saw someone else. That Benny girl or Rennie? Benny?
Benny is her name. Yeah. I actually didn't mind her. She was cool.
She was cool.
I actually, I
I
can't remember who else there, but yeah, Joey was sick.
Joey was
I was sick there.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good time.
And tomorrow we're going to have even funner time because Joey was at a club and we were all the way back. Freddie is at the Astor Theatre and you will see us right at the front.
We will
Freddie?
be getting there. We will be.
Freddie,
we will be there, my friend.
we'll be there.
We'll be there. He's probably just chilling right now. In person,
Right.
like.
Oh, hit him up, bro.
Yeah, well,
Hit him up,
get
bro.
him on the pod.
Yo,
Get
Freddie.
him on the-
Freddie.
Get him on the pod.
You want to smoke, son?
We can
You want
hit him up. Be like,
nah,
"Mate,
I don't want to smoke with Freddie just because I'll be embarrassed. I'll be embarrassed if I bring him some fucking mid shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Joey was like, this is mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joey said that
He came out in Brisbane.
marijuana in Australia
yeah,
is mid.
someone
at
gave him a
best.
spliffy spliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said apparently it's Brisbane's finest. Was it Brisbane's
I
finest?
don't know.
Adelaide's
I don't
finest. One of the Brisbane's or Adelaide's. He said it's finest, and then he smoked, and he's like, this shit kind of mid. Which he's not wrong.
I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Knowing, having tasted the stuff in Amsterdam and the likes of London and stuff, we are definitely.
It's hard over
mid.
here. It's hard to grow it.
Right.
The heat's fucking.
But that's
yeah.
also why we have fucking mushrooms that grow by themselves and a fucking
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
thanks
Peace
for
out.
watching. Peace.